Welcome to my last book haul of 2025. I am not buying any more books. For the rest of the year, you will not see me buying a book. I'm banned. I banned myself, which is pretty wild to say, but I have to say that. It is November 17th, I think, and starting today, I'm officially on a book buying ban. Not to be dramatic, but I really am proud of myself. I have a book buying problem. So therefore, this is the last book haul of 2025. If any of you are thinking, how am I gonna survive this? Well, my idea is that I'm gonna go to the library. Yeah, so if I want that feeling of a new book, the library is the place I will go. I love libraries. Haven't gone to the library since I moved here, which is a crime. I need to go. So that is my promise to myself, to you guys. Keep me accountable. I'm sorry if you hear that noise outside. Oh my gosh, they're right in front of my window. I'm so sorry. Okay. They're still here, so I'm just gonna keep going. I don't even know what I was saying. We have a lot of stuff to get through. I have a big stack of books right here and few boxes that we have to unbox together. I have been collecting books to do this book haul since I was living in Flagstaff. And then my probably Smut boxes, I have 4 boxes that we're gonna unbox together. I'm getting 4 t-shirts today. 4 bookish t-shirts. I'm very happy. Okay, let's get into this book haul. I'm super excited and I'm sweating because it's hot. Okay, let's begin because this sun can go at any minute now. Thank you, daylight savings. So some of these books you guys have probably seen in past videos recently. That's because me going to bookstores, then I show you that book that I got at those bookstores. So yeah. Just an FYI. And also, just a reminder, this is collective. I did not buy all these books at one time. This is a collective book haul. Just making myself clear. Because this looks very expensive right here. This was very expensive, but I did not drop a coin all at once. It was scattered. Some of these were also gifted, which I'm very grateful for. Let's get into this book haul. We're gonna start off with the books first. This is the first book, A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. Have no clue what this book is about other than the fact that there's vampires. That's all I know, and that's all I need to know. This cover is stunning. I love how this looks. I love the ruffled edges, speckled edges. I don't know. I like that. And I've heard amazing things about this book, so I'm just super excited to get into it. So next we have Wild Card by Elsie Silver. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. Stunning. I love character art, and I love that it's in the book. This is the 4th book in the Rose Hill series. I have not picked up any book by Elsie Silver yet, but I like picking these books up, particularly because the spines have the mountain silhouette thing. So yeah, I need to make sure I get my hands on this before they run out of print. That is why I got this book. I have no idea what this book is about. This is a book that I'm not going to get to for a very long time because I am starting off with the Gold Rush Ranch series. I have said that a lot of times on this channel, but yeah, that is what's going on with Elsie Silver, and I'm just really excited to get into her books. So just adding this to my collection. I don't know if you can see, but I have an Elsie Silver stat right there. I think you can see it. So yeah, I'm super excited to add this book next to the rest of its family. It's the best part, getting a new book and adding it to your bookshelves. So very excited about this. All right, so this book is a book that I've seen on Amazon actually, and it's called Cash by Jessica Peterson, and it's part of the Lucky River Ranch series. These covers I've been seeing all over Amazon, and now I'm seeing them in Barnes. I love the cover. The art style is really cool, and the sprayed edges, pretty fancy, pretty nice. So yeah, again, this is another book that I have no idea what it's about. I'm gonna take a wild guess, and I think it's about cowboys. That was cheesy, I'm sorry. Just reading the back, it says Molly Luck has run out of luck. I'm assuming that's the FMC. Her name's Molly. That's a pretty name. Whenever I get to this, I'm gonna be really excited. I'm trying to build up my cowboy romances ever since I read Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I'm obsessed. So yeah, really excited to get into this series. Speaking of Lila Sage, I picked up Swift and Saddled. This is the second book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I read Done and Dusted and I loved it, like I mentioned earlier. This is the second book, I believe. Or is this the third book, actually? I think this is the second book. I don't know anything about it. Honestly, I feel like I need to reread Done and Dusted, maybe like listen to an audiobook just to refresh my memory, because I remember loving that world and the characters, and the writing style was so amazing. So yeah, I'm excited to pick this up whenever I do. Probably in the summer, springtime, because that just seems like the cowboy romance peak era to read. Next book I picked up is Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. I was so happy when I found this in a bookstore in Laguna. I think it was in Laguna. I have been trying to collect the paperbacks of Twilight, the OG covers. I believe this is not like the OG cover. I think this is part of like the new editions they were putting out, I think, because it doesn't match the rest of my Twilight books up there. You can't see it, but yeah, I just really needed this book in paperback because I prefer paperback. This is Edward's perspective of Twilight. So I think once I get back into that series, I will go into this book before I go into New Moon. I think that just makes sense. Very happy about this. Okay, Abby Jimenez, Just for the Summer. This is the third book in her interconnected standalone series called Part of Your World. I have read the first book, Part of Your World. The second book is Yours Truly, which I haven't read yet. And then this is the third book in that series. I've heard amazing things about this book. I heard that it's so sad. Like, people cry while reading this. That intrigues me. That's actually really, like, I want to know why they're crying. Like, sometimes you're just in the mood for a good cry. This will be on my radar. But actually, I have to read Yours Truly first, because that's just how I need to do it. I need to read the books in order. Doesn't matter if they're interconnected standalone, I still need to read it in order because that's what I want to do. That's just what makes sense to me. For me, I think that's just how I get the best reading experience. So probably won't get to this in a bit. I'm just happy to finally have this in my possession because I love her books. I love the covers. They're really pretty and very summery. Yeah, very happy about this. Okay, next we have Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. This I have recently hauled at Books A Million when I went to Tennessee a bit ago. I don't know when this video is going up, but like a few weeks ago. I had the best time going to Books A Million. If you're interested in seeing me pick this book up, this video is where I got this book. Oh my gosh, I saw Hallie Jones here on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I love her videos. Go check her out if you don't know her already. She has really good book videos. I saw her raving about this book and she sold me. I'm so excited to get into this. Okay, I'm sorry, my battery was on the verge of death. So I had to change that out. Okay, I'm really sweaty. So they fell in love as kids, had their son when they were only teenagers, built a life together, and then they fell apart. They're now divorced, but they can't get each other out of their minds. I don't know what the name of that trope is called, but yeah, I'm really excited for this. Just, she sold me on this book. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think there is a first book before this one, and I believe it's like an interconnected standalone series, so my brain is telling me to read that book first before I get into this, so I might have to do that. So yeah, but whenever I get to this, I'm gonna be very excited. I'm also just excited to read a book by this author. I haven't read anything by this author, but I've heard really good things, so we have a Christmas book. You guys, Kyle, my boyfriend, his sister, gifted me an early Christmas present. Hey Paige, if you're watching, thank you again so much. I love it. She gifted me an Advent book. I've seen these kind of books online. I saw one at Barnes & Noble. I haven't seen this specific one yet. And honestly, I'm so happy I didn't get the one I saw at Barnes. I prefer this one more. I love the cover, first of all. It's so cute. It's cuter than the book that I saw. I'll put it right here. I just think this one's gonna be better. So I'm very proud of myself for not buying this one because I definitely prefer this one. It's, as the title says, it is an Advent book. It's called Christmas Eve Love Story. Ooh, it's only available at Walmart. That's probably why I haven't seen it, because I haven't been to Walmart in a while. It says, Give Love a Chance, 12 Days of Romance. And this is by Ginny Baird? I'm sorry if I butchered that. You guys, everything about this book is so cool. Okay, look, are you kidding? 12 days of reading I'm gonna be dedicating to this book. On December 1st, I will open this chunk. That is what I will read on December 1st, and so on and so forth. So by December 12th, if I keep up with reading every day, that designated chunk, I will have finished this book. So that's just so cool. I think this book is actually going to be really good too. It says, on the 12th day of Christmas Eve, she found true love. Annie Jones works hard designing windows for iconic New York City department store Lawson's Finest. So when her Christmas window display gets appended by some rambunctious kids, the all too realistic store Santa gives Annie a little decorating tip on how to start over. With Santa's advice and a helping hand from friendly security guard Braden Tate, Annie repairs the damage and heads home to reluctantly spend the evening alone watching rom-coms with her cat. When Annie wakes the next morning, she's bewildered to find that isn't Christmas Day at all, but Christmas Eve all over again. Stuck in a time loop, Annie doesn't know how she'll ever make it back present, and so on and so forth. I don't want to read more. I feel like I've already read so much, but wow, I didn't know that part. She's stuck in a time loop. Whoa, okay, this sounds so good. I'm really excited for December. Look at this little guy. So cute. Okay, this book, the fact I'm saying it's cute when I know the contents in here are gonna make me bawl my eyes out and just, oh, from what I've seen, Steph Bohr specifically, I've seen her love this book. I saw her read this book in one of her vlogs. She sold me. I'm so easily influenced, and she was talking so highly about this book. The way that she was going in and annotating so much, I love annotating. On the title it says, An Old Man, a Young Man, and Life's Greatest Lesson. This is the 25th anniversary edition. Let's see, a wonderful book, a story of the heart told by a writer with soul, an extraordinary contribution to the literature of death, one of those books that kind of sneaked up and grabbed people's hearts over time, an elegantly simple story about a writer getting a second chance to discover life through the death of a friend, as sweet and nourishing as fresh summer corn, begs to be read aloud. Yeah, apparently this was required reading for some people. High school me and me now are very different people. High school me did not like reading. The assigned reading, I found my loopholes around the assigned reading. So me saying that probably doesn't make any sense. But if I was in high school right now, I would love to have read this in class with my peers and discuss it. I'm really excited. To be honest, I can't really explain what this book is about, but this is a book that probably is gonna alter my brain chemistry in the best way possible and really make me appreciate the small things of life and yeah, all that sweet stuff. I'm really excited to read this. I'm super excited and scared. I love how small it is too. It's so tiny. I saw at Barnes that there's other books by this author and they look also really good, so I need to get to this author soon so I could dabble into the other books that he has. Next, I picked up Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. This is a book that I've had on my radar. I've seen so many people talk about this. A lot of people have loved this book. The premise is very different. It's very interesting. I feel like I am gonna have a good time reading this because of how different this is. I'm happy that Costco or Sam's Club, one of those two, had this book in paperback with these sprayed edges. I think it's just really pretty. I'm gonna be honest, I can't describe this book to you. I think the octopus talks. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's what's going on in this book. I just heard great things. Kyle's mom's read it, loved it. So I just feel like this is a book that I'm definitely gonna have to put in a reading vlog. It's hot. Okay, I need to hurry. This is the third book in the series, in the Rebel Blue Ranch series, and then this is the fourth book. So I basically got obsessed after I read Dead and Dusted when I was still living in Flagstaff, and I bought the rest of the series on Amazon, or at least the rest of the series that is out. There could be more, possibly more books out. I don't know, but I have these, and then of course Swift and Saddle that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I can't describe what these books are about. I just know they're cowboy romances and they're set in the same world as Dun and Dusted. I'm gonna be happy because I love Dun and Dusted. Yeah, I also really enjoy these covers. I love the art style. It's so cool. And now I love how they look together. Almost done with the books. Next, I have another book by Lila Sage, and this is her most recent release. This is Soul Searching, and this is paranormal romance. I think she can see ghosts. I think she can talk to ghosts or something. I really don't know how to describe this book, you guys. I could read the back to you, but I just don't have time to do that. A lot of people have been talking about this recently because it's a new release, so I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this. The cool thing about this book is that it's a signed copy. This is another book that I got at Books A Million. I really loved Books A Million. I want to go back. Another book I got at Books A Million is this one by Emily McIntyre called Burning Daylight, and this is the first book in the Defying the Stars series. This is a new series by her. I just really love this cover. I think it's so pretty. And just flipping through, you can see that there's text messages, playlists, little excerpts of like articles, it looks like, too. Yeah, I'm gonna have a really fun time with this. It's inspired by Romeo and Juliet. I don't know if it's classified as a retelling or if it's a reimagining. I don't know, but you can tell it's definitely inspired by Romeo and Juliet. What I like about this edition is that it has character art in this book. I love character art. I just love seeing how the characters look. It just helps my brain. I love this and I cannot wait to get into it. Gallant by V.E. Schwab. I love the size of this book. I'm so happy that it's in paperback now. I can't describe this book. I don't know. I just remember when I would pick it up, I thought it sounded so good. So this should be fun, and I love that there's pictures in here. Yeah. Oh, and then this is the book that I got at Laguna Beach bookstore. That was a really cute bookstore. Oh my gosh, this is so heavy. I'm messing up my books. Okay. I'm a big fan of Twilight. My parents kindly gifted me this box set of Twilight. I love the Twilight movies so much, and I've only read Twilight, but that was 5 stars for me. When I saw this on Instagram, I was like, yep, I need to get those books, but they're so expensive, and I already own a special edition box set of Twilight, but these are so nice. I love that they're all black, and I just think it looks super sleek. I love the cover, and then the back there's quotes, and then the sprayed edges on the side are really nice. I just think they look really cool. New Moon is so pretty. Clips. Breaking Dawn. And then Midnight Sun. I love Midnight Sun's cover. I love the flowers. Also, they have quotes in the back of every single book. Yeah, I just think these are super nice. Nothing much else to say. Thank you again, Mom and Dad, for buying me books. It's the best. I love it. I really appreciate it. We got this at Costco. I have 2 probably Smut books that I already opened a long time ago, and I just haven't hauled them yet. So here we have a cowboy romance. I love probably Smut. Here is the book. It's another cowboy romance. This is the first book, I believe, in the Black Springs Ranch series. This is called Between the Pines by Amber Palmer. I think this cover is so cool. It says in the back, "The sun will set, it'll rise again. You're it for me. That's just the truth." I genuinely don't know anything about this book, so that's fine because I like the cover and I feel like this is gonna be really good. Yeah, so this is that book. It always comes with extras of book review pages, the annotation tabs that match the annotation key / bookmark, and stickers. This is the vibe of the book. Definitely gonna put this in my Kindle eventually. This is so cute. Small town romance with flowers. Love that. Okay, that is that book. Next book I got is called Shadowed Obsession by Evelyn Lee. This is a dark romantic comedy. I don't know what this book is about. No clue. Ooh, and then here's the vibe, the stickers, bookmark, annotation tab. It says book obsessed. Cute. See, these are just so cute. I'm sorry guys, we're gonna be speed running this. Let's get into unboxing the boxes. Okay, we have 4 boxes of Probably Smut. I'm super excited. Let's get into it. These are my keys. We're gonna use this to make this a lot easier. You guys saw this is what the Probably Smut book box looks like. So fun. Let's get into it. Here is that and the t-shirt. We're gonna do this real fast, you guys. Here's the book. It's called Willing Prey by Allie Oleander. This is a primal play romance. Don't know what that means. The back says, "Show me how much you like being hunted." Okay. I think the cover is really cool. I feel like I have seen this book in store, like in Barnes & Noble, and I'm glad that I have this cover because I think I prefer this one. Don't know what it's about. I'm sorry, I don't know. But here are annotation tabs, annotation key, bookmark, feral for books, yes. Here are the stickers, here are the vibes. Okay, and here is the shirt. I get mine 2XL just because I like them really, really oversized. It says, "I love running to the bookstore." I love that. Super, super soft. I love sleeping in these shirts. They're my favorite. Perfect lounge shirts. I just love the fact that I get bookish shirts as well as a book. Ooh, okay. This one I was really excited about. This cover is so pretty. Okay, here is the book. This is so pretty. This is a hockey romance. This is probably my favorite cover. This is called The Bad Boy Rule by Marin Moore. The back says, "The one and only rule, don't fall for the bad boy." I love this. This is so pretty. Annotation tabs, annotation key, bookmark. I actually really like that one. And the stickers. Now the shirt. It says, "The Down Bad Book Club, crying at bookstores since 1989. I just love their shirts. Yay. This is literally feeling like Christmas, you guys. I actually remember what this book is. The shirt's on the top this time. Oh, this one's cool. Oh my gosh. Here is the book. This one is a hardcover, and I added a page overlay to put in my book. That was not aesthetic at all. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to hurry. Wow. This is so pretty. I say that a lot, but actually, this is so nice. This is Arcana Academy by Elsie Kova. Wow. I love that it's the actual hardcover itself. Like there's no like dust jacket. This is the actual hardcover. I love that. Back says, "Sometimes it's the things we can't see in ourselves that have the most power." That's so cool. You guys, this is a really nice cover. I'm typically scared of fantasy, but this is definitely gonna be a book I have to read for sure. Like this is stunning. Look at the chapters. That's cool. You guys, that's amazing. Okay, let's add page overlay real quick. Cool. Okay, so this is gonna go on page 239, chapter 27. I'm very excited about this book. Oh my gosh. This has to be one of the prettiest books I own now. Slow burn. Now the t-shirt. These are really good t-shirts. I love a bookish t-shirt. You guys, this is like Christmas. It really is. Okay, we are down to our last box. And the dang truck is back. 3, 2, 1. All right, well, that's okay. It's the shirts. We love shirts. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna show you. It's in bubble wrap because this is precious cargo. We have 2 books. 2 books in here. This book is for November. November's Probably Smut book box. Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm speechless. This is such a cool cover. It's, you know, Mate just came out. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy about this. They came out with this book earlier this year. You see how this cover is so cool? It's like a comic book strip style, which I personally really love, and a lot of other people did. So I'm glad because they created this. I haven't read Bride yet, but I feel like I'm gonna really like it. Wolves are involved. Vampire, I think, too. But yeah, this one I think is primarily a werewolf. This cover's so cool. I'm so excited to put it on my bookshelf. Annotation tabs, annotation key, bookmark. I love the color scheme of this. The stickers. So, we still have one more book. What do you think that book is? Probably Smut is so cool because they were like, okay, we're releasing this copy of Mate, and there is the first book, which is Bride, so they thought of everything. They had this as an add-on to this month's book subscription. I'm very happy they did that because now they're gonna match Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I'm really happy that I haven't read this series yet because now I get to read it in here. This is the book I get to read. I'm so happy. And now, oh my gosh, they look so cool together. I'm obsessed. That dang truck, oh my god. This is the best way to end off this book haul. These covers are so cool. Yeah, oh my gosh. And last thing is the shirt. Let's see what the shirt looks like. My books are calling and I must go. Oh my gosh. I love that the tents are books. This is cool. This reminds me of Flagstaff. I miss Flagstaff. Okay, that is it for this book haul / unboxing. I basically had Christmas early, especially with these probably Smut boxes. Look at these books that I got from them. That is it for today's haul. Thank you guys for watching this video. Wow, this was so fun. I'm so happy I finally was able to show you guys all the books that I've recently hauled over these last few months, and I'm happy that I was able to actually open up my probably Smut boxes. I've been waiting to open those with you guys on camera, so yay! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun filming this. I really appreciate you guys, especially if you're still here. Thank you. Comment down below a vampire or bat emoji or like the wolf. Is there a wolf emoji? I just listed a bunch of emojis for you to choose from, but hopefully you choose one and you comment that down below so I know that you're still here and I can see who made it all the way to the end. Okay, I'm talking a lot. I need water. I hope you have a very lovely day today and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye guys.